Believe it or not, this book's not over.
No!
There's more, and it's not just more, it's soul-crushingly more. Like, everything that happens is fast and painful.
You guys, I'm so glad you guys are talking about this because I'm enacting my famous bit where I admit that I haven't read this book.
Oh,
and
no.
I've been faking it this
But you're
entire
reading
time.
it while you're speaking right now, so you're experiencing
Right,
it
I
in
have
real
it up
time.
in front of me, but so like when you say this, it's becoming real for me as we're going.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, can
this
you try to
David
keep
guy,
up?
I don't trust him.
Can you try to
I'm
keep
trying.
up with, as we narrate what's happening in the chapters, you try to just like catch up by the time.
I'm going to act it out.
Okay. Please do.
Unless it's really
With
violent.
puppets? Or
Yes.
it's not violent.
But
I have a live gold eagle in the other room, right?
No! They're a huge vector for West Nile. No.
Surely, though, where we left off at the resort, everything went to shit, but the rest is falling action, I hope, right? Like,
Well, that's absolutely true, and please don't call me Shirley.
I was about to say, who the fuck her name was Sheila? Like,
Sheila, she factors into this ending like you won't believe.
This is
you're gonna be
gonna
so
be-
glad you put money on Sheila.
Yeah, Sheila's coming from behind. Come on, Lasty. She's coming from a land down under.
Oh, that's true.
Sheila definitely goes to, what was her name, who cut Marco's hair that is so important to
Cherie.
Charisse.
Charisse.
I thought it was Charisse with an
It
S.
is
Cherie's the main
yes.
character of Bus Stop.
Yes.
I would like. Oh, I didn't even start the timer yet. This is just
Oh my
bonus
God.
time. This
Bonus
is just
time.
Extra.
That.
Nothing's even happened yet. This could be the cold open.
Yeah.
We could extend this moment forever, and the whole episode could just be a cold open.
I've been considering, so there's this thing that happened with the show Naruto where the cold opens got longer and longer until sometimes you were watching up until the first commercial break before you got the opening to the show. And I've
Maybe
been
we
like,
could
how
do a
long
cold
can I
open?
push it?
How long a cold open could we have? Like 30
Is it even
minutes?
cold
40
at this
minutes?
point?
It's like
Right?
a worm. It's warmed up by
Getting
now.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Does it warm up or does it?
In 1996, Scholastic began publishing Animorphs. Over the next 6 years, Katherine Applegate and her husband, Michael Grant, under the pseudonym K.A. Applegate, produced 54 main series books, several spin-offs, and inspired a TV series, graphic novels, and a cult following. We can't tell you where we live. We can't even tell you our last names. But we can tell you our thoughts and feelings on this series, book by book. I'm Miranda,
I'm Eddie.
And I'm Chris.
and we are the Anidorks.
These may be kids' books, but we discuss dark themes and mature content. There may also be some explicit language. Listener discretion is advised.
But at this point, we've already overcooked the audience. They've already
Oh
gone
my
on to
God.
other
God.
podcasts.
Okay, I better
Yeah,
start
all
telling
right.
you about Chapter 24. The gang returns home from their mission at the resort, having failed to stop the Urk plot to infest the world leaders. But even that is not the most pressing concern on the minds of the Animorphs. No! The gang is trying to make sense of David's apparent betrayal. Jake privately thought speaks with his friends, aware of who will explode about David's behavior and when. He begins to privately thought speak with each of his friends. Jake narrates, I never hand out orders. I mean, I am supposed to be the leader, but I don't give orders. I just don't feel like I have the right. I don't believe this. I think Jake has given out orders.
Yeah, it's a little
But
heady.
this time I had no choice. One wrong word and we could be in bigger trouble than we were already in. While Jake privately addresses the Animorphs, David tells the gang that he was never actually going to turn on them. He was just messing with Visser 3's
Oh,
head.
thank God. Oh, I was
Everyone-
really worried, Eddie.
Everyone plays along, which encourages David to brag more and more. He was never scared. Did everyone see him save Cassie? Jake's instincts tell him that David is lying, that all along he was just trying to side with the winner. But Jake needs to know for sure. The gang arrives at the barn and splits up to go home. Jake makes a mess at his parents' house so that Tom believes he actually came home and went to bed, then flies back to the barn. Jake, Axe, and Tobias all watch the barn in secret to see if David really believed to meet with the Urks. Hours pass. Jake begins to think that David may actually be faithful. And then Axe thought speaks Jake and Tobias that a golden eagle has left the barn. The Animorphs have a traitor. I wish I could say it like Alan Cumming in there.
Traitors and faithfuls.
Yeah,
I
I have it on
see.
my brain. Yeah.
Can we just talk about like if Jake is like the equivalent of saying like, I know I just don't know if he's cheating on me, when he and that man were in the bed with me and they were actively interacting
Well, that's
in
how
a
you
way
get
that
rid of
went
bed
outside
bugs,
the agreements.
Chris.
Right. There's a Key and Peele sketch where it's like the one character is like, no way, I'm letting him get away with cheating on me in my house, in my bed, while I'm home. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like Jake's
Really,
like willingness to like disbelieve is painful at this point. Like it's like
It really, because he keeps being like, oh, but if I'm wrong, I'll shatter any chance I have at really being friends with
it's
David.
like, how important
and I'm like,
is that to you, bud?
is that even something
I don't
you
know
want?
if David plays the same video games as Jake. I really don't know what he's getting out of this
No.
relationship.
Nothing.
Oh my god,
Not a
it's
thing.
like okay, so I haven't watched The Ultimatum, but could we have Jake and David go on The Ultimatum?
I've also not watched The
I'm
Ultimatum.
referencing
I don't
something
know what it is.
None of us have watched.
Yeah, that's an incredible improv move. I love that.
Is it like it's me or it's me or the
well,
dog?
they give them an ultimatum. It's in the title.
No, the ultimatum is that they need to get married or it's over. That's how the show works. I have
that's how
watched
the show
one
works? That's
Well, that's
episode.
kind of like the situation that Jake and David find themselves in, isn't it? So
That's a really
you need to either commit to the Animorphs or fuck right off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. That's a
Yeah.
fair point. And David is choosing the latter.
Axe, when he radios in to announce that he has seen the eagle leave the barn, he says, "This is Axamili." And I just like that he uses his whole first name. I think it's really, do you think he wishes more of them used it? Do you think he likes Axe?
You
Or do
probably
you think he's
get
starting to
some-
be
I
like,
think
you
that's
know,
a soft
you can
way
say
of
my
saying,
name.
like,
Yeah.
hey, let's go back to Axamili. I also
You can say my name. Like, you've known me long enough.
you can
Axamili.
pronounce
You can
it.
learn my name.
I've said it to you many times at this point.
Yeah.
We get Rachel venting to Jake in a private thought speak, like something like David is such a rat, and she calls him a gutless, treacherous worm.
Still doesn't even curse, mind
Yes.
you.
No,
Like, this is
no, but
like
she's
literally.
she's YA cursing. I think she's riding the line right there. So
Yeah, Jake is like writing to the tribunal that's about to put him out for war crimes. And he's like, I can't write bad language in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. She also said he blows with the wind, which I think is an awfully like adult
Yeah.
phrase to use. Like, I don't feel like kids said that. I don't know what I would have said instead, but she's saying he's like
fair weather.
fair
Yeah.
weather. Yeah, he's going
An
where it looks like they'll
opportunist,
win.
yeah.
But like he blows with the wind.
But I feel like
But the
that's
most
coded
important part
for
is he blows.
she's calling him a little fuck shit.
yeah.
Like I feel like that's what she's actually
Yeah.
saying there. And
Yeah.
but treacherous little worm, that's pretty good. I think
yeah.
that's yeah.
My favorite is when David tries to pretend he wasn't even scared of Visser 3. He's like, what? Like, I was scared of that guy? No, we just have a score to settle, and I would have killed him, but I saved Cassie instead. You remember?
Because of David's whole affect, I'm never sure if he's just constantly terrified. Like, at what point is he afraid, and what point is he just a little opportunistic worm? Like, is he constantly scared?
He seems both very reactionary and like also remarkably put together in that he has like run the numbers, and his equation is essentially because I am unwilling to not be a treacherous little fuck shit, as Rachel so elegantly put it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
simply must try and kill you all because there's not room in this world for the both of us. Which, like, yeah.
No, I've burned all my bridges, and now too many people are trying to kill me.
But he now makes his living burning bridges, so he can't stop. That's how he's like paying for his
Yeah.
family,
Yeah, yeah. What
who live in a burning bridge.
What was David like 5 days before this? Like, do you think this behavior is completely different than how he was? I mean, he wasn't in the same kind of like, he wasn't experiencing the same kind of stakes in his day-to-day life, but was he still
Well,
a treacherous little fuck shit in his
We have to think about the fact that he was the kind of kid who goes picking through the rubble and debris of an abandoned construction site and finds a blue box and takes it.
Yeah,
point.
it's a really good point.
Yeah.
And he also likes to kill animals, which is also a warning sign.
Yep.
So
And he likes to have dangerous
he
animals.
doesn't consider animals worth keeping alive, which is a complete lack of empathy and sociopathic
That's a
sort
very
of
good point. Yeah.
entry point.
He didn't start killing animals this week.
No,
I don't think so.
He was killing animals on his own right when he found the blue box. We have to assume he had just strangled a rabbit. I think that's what we have.
That's the only reason he'd have been out there.
Specifically a rabbit?
Now,
Well,
I don't want to say
it just seems
I
most
have
likely.
no evidence to support this claim, Your Honor, but he looks like he'd be strangling.
Yeah, I would like to submit to the court vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
Hella bad vibes,
Yeah.
dude.
But I do want to be
Lock
clear.
him up on vibes alone.
Chris, you're going on record. You saw David strangling a rabbit. That's just one.
Yeah, David makes lying look good. I want to lie.
Yeah.
And I want David out of my life.
Yeah. Jake hiding pillows under his sheets
Yes.
to make it look like he's in bed. Does this work? Do we think have either of you done this? Like I
never snuck out.
tried this. So no, I didn't either. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to. I just would punch my punch card to make sure I was getting the minimum hours.
I think if I did, and I was worried about my parents catching me, I think that my assumption would be if they got to my room, I'm already fucked. So I'm not gonna.
It's not totally
They just sort of
true.
peek
If you
in. They
think
don't
about-
really
Yeah,
come
yeah.
check.
Because if they wake you, that defeats the purpose of and also they're trying to assert that they're not checking, right?
Also, yeah, his
They don't
parents
want you
aren't
to
there.
know
to
that.
They don't
just
want to get
stop.
caught checking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, right. It's also
But I really want to know what he
So-
thinks the 13-year-old boy while my parents aren't home mess is. You know what I mean? It's like some plates that I didn't wash, the spoon still in the ice cream that I'm not supposed to eat. Like,
I feel like I would leave torn open ketchup packets around. Like for some reason, that feels like.
Who has ketchup packets at their home?
so no,
Well, don't you keep them if you don't use them? all?
yeah, you do.
Yeah, but I don't use them.
I
I use
do.
the ketchup that's in the fridge.
I don't usually have ketchup in the fridge. I don't need ketchup often enough not to just use the packets I have saved.
I'll admit, when I was a child, I used to suck the ketchup out of the packets, and
Disgusting.
That was something
Do you want to hit suck a little harder, or should we launch into
No, I don't.
chapter
No, I don't,
25,
because now we
26?
have a soundboard, and I didn't admit that on the mic. So
I'm going to start using it in work meetings.
how else do you get the ketchup out if you're not doing that?
Let's let Eddie sit with that as an exercise. Shall we explore chapter 25?
Yeah, I think chapters
and
25 and
26?
26 look good.
26? That sounds good. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Jake orders Tobias to tail David. Tobias obeys, though he admits that he is fearful of David. Jake and Axe morph into birds before trying to catch up with Tobias. Jake wrestles with the fact that he does not know David at all. Will David really sell out the Animorphs to the Yeerks? They just don't know for sure where David is going, but they have to assume the worst. Jake and Axe head to David's house. Axe asks what the Animorphs will do with David if he's really turning himself over to the Yeerks. Jake admits that he doesn't know yet. He tries to contact Tobias again and again, but there is no answer. Jake begins to doubt that Tobias is just out of range. What if David has hurt him? Jake and Axe reach David's house. They assume the Yeerks have eyes on the house. Jake orders Axe to demorph in the backyard of a neighbor's house and prepare for combat. Then, Jake enters the house, still in Peregrine Falcon morph. He narrates.
It was a strange scene inside. The battle we'd fought there had destroyed the walls, annihilated furniture, left the place looking like a house that's being demolished. But someone had dragged the bed back into place. It faced a television set. The set was on, but the picture was dim and snowy. A golden eagle stood on the upright bedpost, watching the TV screen. And that's when I saw the other bird. A crumpled mass of feathers lay atop a wadded-up sheet. Blood had seeped into the material. Jake cries out for Tobias. Tobias doesn't answer. David says that he's not turning himself into the Yeerks, if that's what Jake thinks. Jake asks what he's doing then, hurting Tobias. David said that he didn't just hurt Tobias. Tobias is dead. Jake's mind goes numb. He asks David why he's doing this. David answers.
What choice do I have? The Yerks know me. My parents would turn me in. And you? You and the others? Hey, you made it clear the other night when I checked into the Holiday Inn, right? What was it you said? Something like, if you go around using your powers however you want, we can't have you around. You're a danger to us. You think I don't know you were threatening me, Jake? I'm not spending the rest of my life taking orders from you. You and Marco and Rachel and Cassie, you're like this clique or something. Like, do what we say, or you can't be one of the popular kids. My family used to move around a lot. I was always the new kid in school. I got used to being pushed around by the so-called popular kids. That's all this is. This is like you and Marco and Rachel are the cool kids. And I'm just a new kid, right? So you get to push me around. Rachel gets to call me a coward because I want to stay alive. I don't think so.
It's worth pointing out his newness is not at issue here.
Yeah,
he
that
could
wouldn't...
be even newer, and we might like him more.
Yeah, he thinks that's what's going on.
He also doesn't include Cassie in the cool kids.
Eddie, please don't interrupt while I'm reading the description. Jake asks if David murdered Tobias because of a stupid school thing. David says this isn't murder. After all, Tobias is a bird. David would never hurt a human. Jake doesn't know what to do. David is stronger and faster than him right now. Popcorn Eddie.
What choice do I have, Jake? No family. No home. Can't even step out in public as a human.
No homo.
Yerks after me. The rest of my life I live in Cassie's barn, do what I'm told, let Marco hammer me?
And now we see why he was so insistent upon a phrase that had not existed back in the 90s.
Let Rachel look down her pretty nose at me, and in the meantime risk getting trapped as a flea or something, or killed? Maybe you want to be the big hero, Jake, but not me. I have this power now. I'm going to use it.
Jake tells David that the Yerks will never stop looking for him, but David says that isn't true. He can become anyone now. He could even become David. You know how much he's wanted to be one of those. How would they ever find him? Wait, is that David, or is that someone pretending to be David?
It's the multiple
Jake says that
route.
Jake says that the Animorphs will find him and however many other Davids there are out there. Popcorn Ed like,
yeah, I know, but already there used to be 6 of you, and now there are just 5. Pretty soon, Jake, it'll be 4.
And then David attacks! Shocker.
Oh my god, did they kill Tobias?
It sure seems like
dead.
they did.
I don't think we can assume that David would tell the truth here because he wants to affect this much harm. So it's possible he didn't do a thorough job.
He does, yeah, that he's not sure that he kind of just says, I think he's like, I think he's dead. Yeah, like, I don't know. I did what I did.
Jake listens for breathing and he doesn't hear it.
Doesn't seem to, no.
Yeah, from across the room.
The whole thing is that I feel like often the rule that gets enforced here is that if you don't see it happen on screen, that there's a chance it's not.
That's true, but we do have a body.
Thoughts.
We have a body, and they refer to it as dead
thoughts.
multiple times.
Maybe he killed another bird for funsies just to fuck with Jake. And like...
Just another red-tailed hawk, and Tobias is hiding out somewhere.
They're everywhere. That's
scared.
why KA
Well, I mean, we find out that he knows that Tobias was tailing him, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. He's probably dead. Or the Ellimist is going to fix it.
Maybe the
other
Ellimist
thing
will
that
fix
could
it.
be the case.
The
I
Ellimist
really
allowed
did.
this to happen? I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, he did.
Eddie's about to stop believing in Santa Claus. Like, we're risking losing wonder in the world.
I really lost it when Tobias was dead. I was not expecting it. I was not prepared for how upset I was going to be. I was not prepared for how upset Jake was going to be. And also, I just want to say Chekhov's It's Just a Bird. We had It's Not Stealing because it's just a bird.
Yes.
We had It's Just a Bird. They're breaking into the Holiday Inn. And now it's not murder. It's just a bird.
It is sort of giving like elementary school Scared Straight. Like, it starts with shoplifting. Then you start doing cocaine.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're murdering your classmates for... That was it. That was my trajectory.
Yeah, no, that's how it went for me.
Do we think that when Jake is like, well, let's just watch the barn, and then when David leaves, and then Jake's like, well, maybe he's going back to the hotel room. Maybe he's not going to
and Axe is like, Prince Jake, we're going to have to kill him, right? And Jake's like, I don't know what we'll do. And Axe is like, okay, Prince Jake.
Like if this account was written from someone other than Jake's perspective, he could see how silly and like how much everybody is like, come on, just say the fucking thing.
Are they talking to each other about David,
definitely,
do you think?
Definitely.
Oh, you mean like everybody but Jake? Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I bet you they overcalled him. I bet you there's like a plot-worthy tale on a tale where like Rachel's like, Cassie, isn't Jake being weird? It's like, maybe we should like keep an eye on him.
Chris, this is a weird time to have a celebration. The balloons just popped up on Chris's screen.
I hope that happens while I'm lying in my coffin, and I just like thumbs up and
thumbs
balloons
up. Yeah,
I think there's got to be some plot magic that's going to get us out of here because this is bleak. This is just incredibly bleak.
Who do you think called? I feel like Rachel. So I was going to say Rachel and Marco had been on the thought speaking phone. Like, okay, David's definitely a little freak, right? Like, I think that they have been.
Yeah. But I bet you it's Cassie who knew what the plan should be, though.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's Marco. I could be Marco. I could see that.
But Marco would probably be like, let me take a chainsaw to him.
Yeah. Rachel definitely thinks they should kill him. Like, she's been thinking they should kill him since the middle of that fight. I think she thought they should have killed him during that fight and just been like, oh no, he died in an accident. Like,
Yeah, Rachel's writing and kill David on every vote that they do from now on. I kind of feel like there's an interesting quality to Jake's hopefulness that kind of echoes Cassie's naive hopefulness that ended up being powerful in book 19. Just an interesting little thing where it's like, Cassie, I think, was more in control of that situation, I personally think, than Jake is of this situation. Like, Jake seems to be grasping at straws, but it does seem like there's some link there between the two of them with how they're, like, hoping they don't have to do the thing that they're told they have to do in this situation.
Chris, I think you're right because now that happened over one book, but Cassie was constantly getting to know Aftran throughout that book, and Jake has repeatedly reminded us that he doesn't know David, and he's not really putting in the kind of effort. Great, the circumstances are completely different, but Jake is not getting to know. Jake actually isn't getting to know David at all. They haven't had even a. It makes me think at some point Jake probably should have gone to hang out in the barn with David and just had like a heart to heart. They haven't had time given the circumstances, but like that just hasn't happened here.
Yeah,
it also
there's been
like
no check-in.
There's something going on here, I feel like, where Cassie was talking about having to kill Aftran out of necessity. It was sort of always cold-blooded in the literal sense of the term, that she was not doing it in a rage, doing it in a passion. She was only ever going to have to execute her logically for logical reasons. And Jake is deliberately avoiding the logical reasons he may need to kill David and setting himself up, I think, to accidentally fall into a trap of a very hot-blooded situation where he snaps.
Yeah.
It is ugly because, when they're flying into the house, he starts listing out why he's not saying just kill David. And Axe is like, he's like, well, maybe he's had a change of heart. Maybe he just needs to get it out of the system. Like, maybe. And Axe goes, that is an unacceptable amount of maybes. Yep. And then Jake's like, I know, Axe. And it's like, no, you didn't. You didn't know.
Yeah.
You're out here making excuses for this kid. Yeah. And Axe is watching you rationalize. You need to just calm down. Have a cup of coffee.
We have to assume that Jake's narration not really entertaining what it would mean to kill David or to have to kill David is also Jake not letting himself think that thought. I think. And there's no backup plan for this situation, as far as we can tell.
Well, Jake hasn't made it. I think I'm starting to feel confident. Yeah, I think you're right. I think, yeah.
Who is the killer if they have to put him down? Like, who is the person?
Rachel,
yeah.
Rachel feels like the answer, but I wonder if there's a case to make for Axe as the quote-unquote actual warrior. But I don't know.
Well, and also it seems like, species on, like, cross-species violence is probably somehow more acceptable than human violence.
By Scholastic?
By
Scholastic.
Yeah. Shall we
chapter 7, chapters 27 and 8?
It's not going to get better,
No.
you guys. I hate to break it to myself, but let's, I'm experiencing this in real time.
Yeah, let's go. Peregrine Falcon Jake and Golden Eagle David scuffle. That's a polite word for it.
Way too cute a word.
Yeah.
Way too
They're
cute
birds,
a word.
Chris!
Jake hides under the bed and David begins to demorph. Jake takes advantage of David being mid-morph and exits from beneath the bed. He manages to scratch David's face when David tries to attack with a baseball bat. At that moment, Hork-Bajir enters...
Actually, I'm so sorry, but I'm having one of those days. This just blew my mind, but it's a piece of wood that was about a baseball
baseball bat
the
long.
length of a
Yeah,
baseball
it's
bat.
actually just like
And
a 2x4.
It was one of the details where I was like, why not just make that a baseball
Why not a bat?
King?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Because he had a bat in the room the other...
Yes.
They must have confiscated it.
Yeah.
Funny, yeah.
So I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, why are you
but hold
gaslighting
that
me
thought
about
because
this
at that
bat?
moment,
All right,
Hork-Bajir enter the bedroom. Jake jumps out the window, followed by David, followed by Hork-Bajir. Axe jumps over the fence to join the party and scoops up Jake before leaping backwards over the pool, a thing even he did not know he could do. Eagle David takes off and Falcon Jake tells Axe he's going to follow him. Before Jake takes flight, he orders Axe to find Rachel. He also tells him that Tobias might be dead. Popcorn Eddie.
He says he's dead.
No. He says, Axe, I think Tobias is dead. I think David killed him. I think.
Therefore,
Anyway, Eddie.
Tobias isn't.
Falcon Jake follows David.
I think, therefore, Tobias isn't.
Falcon Jake follows Eagle David.
See, I'm telling you, you mocked me for that hyphen in the earlier episode, and I was like, you gotta watch with that.
Falcon Jake follows Eagle David. Both of them need to demorph David even more than Jake. When David flies down to the roof of a mall to do so, Jake follows. They both return to their human forms, and Jake tells David that if he wants this fight, he can have it. Jake morphs into a tiger and narrates that this time he will not control the tiger's instincts. David enters in lion morph. They fight. Jake ends up on the mall's skylight, 20 feet above the mall concourse. David leaps at Jake, shattering through the glass below. And midair, Tiger Jake feels Lion David's teeth sink into his neck as he falls. Jake fades to darkness. Big fight scene.
Two big fight scenes.
This mall is going to go bankrupt, replacing all the broken glass.
Oh, I know.
Suspicious.
Is this where
animal
Tobias
break-ins.
almost crashed? Is this the skylight that Tobias
I think it has to be the
one
same mall.
in this
Yeah.
town. Yeah.
And so,
Otherwise, he wouldn't know the layout. He wouldn't know that.
So we know that Marco has already shattered this skylight once with a baseball.
Yeah, in
Like,
the cartoon,
literally
there'd be a
some
guy.
janitor?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
like he just got the last of the shards into a thing, and then
He goes, I'm going on break or something.
I didn't see it. It didn't happen. Don't ask me.
Yeah.
So I love the first fight with the bird boys, where the birds are fighting, because Jake talks about making use of the fact that the only thing David knows how to do in this fight is harness the Golden Eagle's instincts. So if Jake simply does things that Prey would not normally do, which he can do because he has more experience morphing and fighting in Morph, if he simply doesn't listen to his instincts and instead does something else, David does not know how to compensate for it. And I think that's just such an interesting way to show the difference in ability and in comfort in fighting and just what it means to like be an Animorph and how it's different from just fighting. Like, I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
It also led to moments where, like, you get basically, like, the Matrix bullet time where I feel like Jake in Peregrine Falcon morph is like leaning backwards in a way that's unnatural for Peregrine Falcon, which is just, it was so funny to read, even though it was also very serious and very cool what he was doing. But it's just funny. We don't often hear about the animals that they've morphed into acting like something other, acting like humans, kind of.
Right.
So.
Or even like, so like when he...
Well, we hear, the only other examples I could think about are Tobias.
Yeah.
They're really silly examples.
When David goes to swing at him with the non-baseball bat that looks like a baseball bat, but isn't, like... Jake throws him off by like his eyes aren't working right, and he throws him off by sounding like he's flying, but actually staying very close to the ground. And just making a lot of noise to confuse him with where to swing.
Yeah,
right.
Literally saying the onomatopoeic flap,
Yeah.
flap. Yeah. When they're facing off, when they pull off onto the mall roof and they're like doing their morph, I honestly thought they were going to build up more tension there. And I just had this flash of like, what if he morphed David's dad? Like, what if he didn't morph a tiger and then instead morphed
He would have
his
to
dad?
have the morph, which he doesn't.
Yeah.
But, well,
No, but how
the
funny would that
psychological
be?
warfare we could start using is
Like
we need to
that-
think
then
about
the
it. Now that
lion
we're
would-
morphing humans, we need to start thinking about morphing people. It's like, you wouldn't hurt your dad, buddy.
You wouldn't hurt
It's
your dad, would
me.
you, bud?
Like,
Yeah, they should have, honestly, I don't, in episodes past, I feel like we've had scenarios where someone was trying to escape and we have not let them get out the door. The fact that this was so dire and the plan was so slapdash just really is kind of strange. Like, we've had this before where like when Jake was trapped in, when he was yerked back in book 6 and he's trying to escape, and like, it just hurts how little planning went into this. Like,
Yeah.
and debatably, if there was anything close to a moral in this book, I would say it's like, don't deceive your own team when you have something bizarre happening.
yeah.
Like, don't spread misinformation, because he contacted each person individually, and it's like, we know that he can do a selective group chat. They've done that in front of Visser 3. So, like, why didn't he just send a broadcast out to the people he trusted and say, like, I have no idea what David's doing next, and that's a very serious problem.
I feel like that's a little bit what he was trying to do with the private messages, but I don't know.
I feel like he tried to do the opposite. I feel like he said, nobody fuck with him. Like, we have to make him think that he's doing...
He did do that, but he tried to explain, at least to us, I don't know if he explained to them, that it was because
I don't think he explained it to them.
if David's lying, we're tipping our hand that we know and just going to make him bolt. If he's not lying, we ruin all our chances with him. But, like, I just feel like there's no way David would realistically believe their lies. Like, even if they trusted him, wouldn't they be going, oh my God, what the hell were you doing? And then he goes, no, it wasn't real. And then they go, oh, sorry, it was just really shocking to see. They don't go, yeah, David, that was all so cool. I loved when you did that. I thought it was so smart. But that's what they do. So I'm like, why would David believe that was their genuine reaction? It's like, Jake is like, don't give him genuine reactions because then he'll know we're on to him. And I'm like, if you don't give him genuine reactions, he's going to know you're hiding them from him. So like, there's no good answer, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know what to do, but I do think, like, keeping everybody in the dark like that, you have to assume everybody else is in the dark doing their own thing, which is how we're going to get saved in this mess anyway. It's Rachel and Cassie and Marco will, like,
we have to
figure
hope.
it out.
So, well, no, Marco's grounded, which we didn't talk
true.
about. Marco's grounded.
But his grounding is just that he has to lay sod, like, and he gets,
His
and he
dad
can't
said
watch
no
TV.
morphing. No morphing.
No morphing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if your friend's dying, you freaking figure it out. Like, you get you get in trouble for breaking your grounding, but, like, I don't think that him being grounded is going to fully stop it.
No, you're right. Yeah, his dad's just going to go to sleep, and then Marco's going to leave, probably.
Exactly.
But he probably... Marco will show up later because of that, is my guess for both.
Maybe.
Well, and they're near Rachel, so we know that.
Sorry, I just want to quickly jump back to the Axe. I think Tobias is dead. I think David killed him. Axe responds with, that would be a most terrible thing.
Yeah.
And I just really think that's a beautiful and beautifully written response. Like, I really, really vibed with that response from Axe specifically, like, as a non-human, as, like, all that. It just, like, and who is very close to Tobias. I don't know, just that would be a most terrible thing. Like,
yeah.
was like a gut punch.
It gives someone who has lost people before, like Axe is, as far as we understand, I think he's always been at war. His people have always been at war as long as he's been
because
alive.
he was born as part of an initiative to fight the war. Like they were like, have more babies so we can fight this war.
And I feel like that's someone who knows how terrible it is to lose someone.
Well, he lost Elfangor.
His brother was killed. Yeah.
Like I think that's the thematic link.
Yes,
But he's holding himself in check in a very Axe way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't go off the handle. He doesn't get wild about it. And Jake follows up with, get Rachel. If David's killed Tobias, we may have to do a terrible thing too. Get Rachel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying they may have to kill him, which he's saying would be a terrible thing, which I don't think it's as terrible as him killing Tobias for no fucking reason, but that's fine. But get Rachel.
It's self-defense at this point. I think that's the thing you have to recharacterize it as, is like, he is literally threatening the well-being of the Animorphs in a war against these things. Which is attacking.
Yeah, which is not just self-defense. It's like defense of the entire human race because we're the only ones fighting for it right now.
But I do think even in a, like, non-violence doesn't mean let them kill you.
Right,
necessarily.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Rachel.
Ahead,
he doesn't say get Rachel and Marco and Cassie. He says get Rachel.
Because she's close.
Because she's gonna fucking kill him. No, you're right. He says because she lives close. He does say that.
Yeah.
And she has an owl morph, so it would be easier for her to find them and all those things. But I feel like it's because Rachel's gonna...
It's because she's gonna kill him.
And it's because she's the narrator of the next book, probably. So we're gonna get to pick up a hot action moment walking into this scene with Rachel.
Yeah.
And I'm like champing at the bit. I'm so excited to walk in with Rachel.
I'm chomping at the bit. I'm so nervous. I'm not even
Both
champing,
of those are technically
chomping.
Acceptable, I'm told.
No, but it's champing. It's champing. Anybody who says chomping at the bit is like, get the fuck out of here.
If Cassie lived closer than Rachel, though.
Ruffle feathers.
If Cassie lived closer, I feel like Jake still would have gone for Rachel.
Here's the thing.
Rachel's who you want in a fight.
Here's the fucking thing. There's 3 things we haven't talked about, and we're going to find out basically immediately in the next book. And hopefully I'll be slightly less irritable. But the thing is, they left Cassie's barn. Do you think for a second she doesn't know whether or not David left?
That's a good point. Why would they not radio Cassie as they left Cassie's barn?
That's what I'm saying. And also, Cassie's already watching David like a hawk.
Yeah.
Unintended. Second of all, I want to understand how much David had already communicated to... there is something weird about this whole scenario where it could be as simple as he's like a Columbine allegory and like, disgruntled Gen X teen or whatever. I don't know about Gen X, but like early millennial, whatever. Point is, like, the Hork-Bajir were basically in the door instantly.
Yeah.
Why were they not already in the door when he went in the door? He is a good enough prize. Get his ass.
That is an interesting question because it sort of leads to the whole question of David saying, I'm not here to join the Yeerks. It makes it sound like they were waiting for some reason, almost as if he told them the Animorphs are following me, like the Andalite Bandits are following me, just wait. And they'll be here.
Like, that's your prize. That's the prize I'm offering you. It's all we bait. Yeah.
I guess there's a version, possibly, where he and Tobias entered this room alive. And so the Hork-Bajir believed that David was setting a trap for them.
No, that's too much.
But it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Magic.
Yeah.
I think he killed, quote unquote, Tobias midair. Is my thought.
That is what I would
and
think
then carried
too.
the body the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't know if they were just waiting until they got, like, Visser 3 was in the shower, and they were, like, waiting until he said, go get him. Like, I don't know. But it does seem like, I mean, they say there's a UPS package car outside, and just...
Filled with Hork-Bajir, apparently.
Yeah, that's where there's Hork-Bajir. He's like, he knows that they're in there because they've been doing this with moving vans. I don't know how they managed to steal a package car. They must have yerked a lot of people to be able to steal a package car. But like, yeah, I don't know. It just, they waited until they heard a commotion, but that doesn't make any sense. They would want to take him.
It's literally nuts. And like, yeah, there's...
Oh,
yeah.
can I maybe, okay, wait. One thought. They come in as David starts to demorph. They know their target is the human. So David demorphing...
Are you saying... Keep going.
If they had cameras or something and could somehow see him, David demorphing and turning into a human would mean, okay, yes, that is our target. It's not one of the other Andalite bandits. But I don't know why they wouldn't just grab one of the other Andalite bandits too. Like, but if David's their target and he stays as a bird, they don't know it's David.
So you're saying like him as one doing this one, like if David traded it all, if he gave it all away for one thing, just for one thing.
Wouldn't that be something?
You know? Yeah.
But, you know, maybe next time he won't walk on by. But not this time.
Can I ask one question before you bring in...
You can. There's no answers.
True.
So we know that when Rachel went into Principal Chapman's house, we learned that controllers watch TV with the TV off. They sit in front of...
That one did at least, yeah.
Yes, that one did. And from that, we assume all controllers do this.
I mean, when I'm house sitting, I don't watch TV, and people have TVs, and my Yerk doesn't want to watch, and I don't want to watch.
But David is in front of a snowy TV. What does this tell us?
That he connected it poorly?
Yeah, maybe the idea is that the antenna got screwed up during the scuffle.
I think it's the signal, the noise. I think it's a distraction. I think we still don't know what the truth is of the situation because there's no clear signal on the television.
So it's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
And in that case, Chris, I think the only thing that could help clear up this snow for me is if you just gave us a little tease of what's coming in the next book, maybe through...
Wow.
Oh,
Insane segue. Incredible segue. I have it right here in front of me.
Like two cats wrestling as they fall. What awaits us? This doesn't make any sense. Just keep going.
Oh! All right. So, you guys, I'm going to give you 3 little snippets.
Okay.
I don't even want to tell you the title of this one because it's kind of problematic.
Okay, it's Rachel on the cover, I assume?
I think I can guess.
Rachel is on the cover turning into a mouse, and this one's weird because David Mattingly did a weird job on this one. It's like the mouse legs, the knees kind of bend backwards. Can you guess the title, Ed? Do you know it?
Well, no, my first thought was the executioner.
The murder.
It's called The Solution.
Oh my God, I was actually thinking the final...
That is super problematic. Okay.
It's not the final solution.
It's just a solution.
It's not yet the
solution, but...
A more permanent solution.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you 3 slogans.
Is the mouse wearing an executioner's robe? Is she morphing into a mouse in an executioner's robe?
I don't think so.
I'm sorry, I'm busy.
Okay.
So here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who'd have thought that the Visser would be the least of the Animorphs' problems?
Okay.
A big oopsie has been made, and that oopsie's name is David.
Okay.
Cool guy David can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
Chris!
Number 4.
Okay.
A mistake has been made. His name is David. ...
I think it's
That's
4.
harsh. I think it's 4 too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's true. He's a fucking mistake. He should have never been born. And, yeah.
I think that's a little rough, but we got it. It's 4.
My life would be easier if he was in here right now. I hate him like I hate bullies at my elementary school.
It's rough.
I'm so mad at him.
It's hard to get me to get this angry at a fictional character usually, and they really laid, especially this fast, they laid the groundwork for me to really fucking hate this kid so fast.
Yeah. He's what does Rachel call him? A treacherous little worm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just a teenage dirtbag.
Yeah.
He's a pre-teenage dirtbag.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
doesn't even listen to Iron Maiden.
Nah, he's a little bitch.
He's-
So wait, how does this? What's coming? What's coming in this next book?
They're going to
Something's
kill him.
coming, I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be bad.
Okay, so do we think they kill him,
With
or
a
do we
fight,
think they find a
with
way?
a slash, phone will jingle, car will clash. Rachel will be there.
Could it be that?
Come on, something, come on in, kill a guy named David, pull up a chair.
Could it be? Okay, the Hork-Bashir were already there.
The bear.
The bear is grumbling, and something bad is
Crumbling.
crumbling. All right, what Ed? You wanna end on something other than that?
The Hork-Bashir are. They were.
We're already fading out.
The Hork-Bashir were chasing them. Could it be that, I don't know how to stretch this over a book, but they're facing off with David, they're fighting, they're about to kill him, and then the Yeerks show up because they've been also trying to catch up with David, and the Animorphs leave him to be torn apart by taxons! That's how he dies. He's a treacherous little worm. He gets
Think
killed
he gets
by
eaten by
taxons.
taxons? Okay.
These are
Alive!
what we
He
call
gets eaten alive.
That was great, and that sounded like a breakthrough. But these are what we call like inside thoughts. Like
Okay,
you keep
what
them
if
inside.
they find the time matrix and they find a way to trap him in a different dimension?
See, Miranda, again, violent thought. Like that's
Why? Why is
that's
that
not-
violent? I don't.
They
Because
don't
it's-
kill him. There's food there.
Chris, what do you think
You have to-
happens?
Oh, I don't know. I think David like kills Jake, and then Rachel shows up and he kills Rachel, and then Axe shows up and Axe kills him,
And he keeps
then-
saying, "You've fallen right into my trap."
and then Axe and Cassie and Marco have to carry on, just the three of them for
Wow.
the rest of the
Wait,
books.
are we united? We all think now David dies.
Dies or dies
David goes
adjacent.
away. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to the farm upstate.
The other thing he could be doing is, so if I fight, like if his parents die and he inherits a timeshare and he's trying to get out of it, like that's a long legal battle. So like he may just have to go do that.
That's similar to the time matrix thing. you
Yeah.
said.
Okay, last question. Does the Ellimist show up? Is Tobias dead and the Ellimist brings him back? Because he's like, you too have a part
Well,
to play
we'll
in this.
find out.
Nah, I think
on
they find a way to
next
do it without
episode
him.
of-
Yeah.
There's no
Bye.
answers. There's no answers.
Okay, we're going to read the book right now!
Let's go read the book and then we'll come back right now.
Yes.
And okay, I'm going to
Okay.
leave my recording going.
Okay, bye.
Bye!
Thanks for listening to Anidorks. We'll be back soon with lots more to say. Until the Andalites return, or at least until next time. See you soon!